On taking it back, I don't know. So say we do all legalize marijuana, right? How do we how do we take the proper precautions to make sure it doesn't cause more harm than benefits?
Well,
Should we? I wonder to really look this up if there's a way to test if someone's eye.
the
Is there a
ancient
way to test
myths.
if someone is high on weed? Yeah, these are all showing drug test methods, which you can't test instantly. Marijuana detection technologies. Although there's currently not a detection test for the impairment of marijuana, companies are quickly coming up with new technological advancements for THC detection. With the legalization of marijuana on the rise, states are looking for ways to enforce safety standards, especially on the roads. Since marijuana can show as positive on a drug test much longer after initial use, it's difficult for employers and law enforcement to detect exactly when the person last used if marijuana is currently causing impairment. Yeah, so there's no instant way to test it. So I think that might be one important place to spend time, money, and research in if we're going to legalize weed is to figure out how to test if someone's high. Pretty much a weedalizer.
A weedalizer?
A weedalizer, yeah.
Yeah, I think one you got to create some guidelines to what is defined as safe weed. I don't really know the logistics of what safe weed is. I'm assuming someone told me weed never gets laced. That's just like an urban myth. Is that an urban myth?
That weed never gets
No,
laced.
that weed gets laced with like meth and shit.
Oh, that is a. I don't know. I've never heard of it happening, but I'm sure there are off cases where it can happen. I just don't. I don't think it's common. I
Okay.
haven't really looked into it.
Yeah, but I think you gotta test the batch of weed. Be like, oh, this is pure 100% weed, like in Breaking Bad when they have 100% meth or whatever. That
Well, yeah,
100%
that's
weed.
that's again, that's another good thing about legalization is that you get it directly from stores, etc., and therefore you can trust that it's good and it's safe. You're not getting it from some random ass dude.
I really think it would be pretty easy to like just implement all this shit. You get a license from the state or whatever. The state says you can grow this much weed.
Well, currently, I don't know how wheat growing business works. I thought it was just it's all completely government regulated, by the way. I don't know if it's the government directly growing it or if they're still outsourcing it. I think they are outsourcing it, but it's all completely regulated. And you do
Irregulated?
need regulated.
Oh, regulated.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. I know you have to be 21 to buy weed as well.
Yep. And I'm surprised. I would actually really be surprised if teenagers are smoking less right now, only because it's probably much easier to get it now than it was in the past as a teenager. Because if it's legal, then maybe your brother can buy it for you, or
Yeah.
people who are 18 or 19 for sure have friends who are 21. I guess it's how people have been getting alcohol for ages at this point.
I mean, even in high school, I would see drug deals go down in the bathroom. I'd be like, all right.
It,
I just
one
pee.
one time in high school, I saw the most obvious shit. They went behind a bus, and then he offered this big canister, and they were looking around like this, and then slowly handed it off and paid each other. I'm like, can you make it any more obvious?
Dude, if I were to be a drug dealer, I would like buy a bunch of math textbooks, like cheap ones, and then cut out the center, put the weed in there, and be
Oh,
like, "Oh, we're just studying.
that's
I'm selling him my used textbook. What do you fucking hate
that's smart,
knowledge?
dude. Well, everyone, it's confirmed. Zach is a drug dealer, and that's why he wants marijuana to be legal.
No, to be fair, I have never smoked marijuana. I've been in the presence of marijuana, but I've never smoked marijuana. That's it. That's my
He's only
story.
dealt it.
Yeah.
He only deals it.
No, not even.
Dealers never use their own
Yeah,
product. He learned it all
exactly.
from Breaking Bad.
I'm actually the kingpin of marijuana. Fucking FBI has joined the chat. Did I
SWAT team
just
just breaks into your house.